Sweeney, I think I ran out of superlatives on commentary to describe that performance tonight. Wonderland against Wednesday. You must be really, really pleased.
Yeah, probably an understatement. This is a difficult place to come, regardless of whether it's full or half empty or wherever it is. This is a big club with big expectancy and good players as well. We performed really well tonight. That sometimes you can come to places like this and sort of be on the lucky side. That wasn't the case tonight. We were fully deserving of that performance and win.
I think a lot of Pills fans may have described the team you put out as maybe a little bit second string, a cup type of team, lads who haven't got many minutes, but they looked like a confident side who have played every minute of this season and have really put out a good performance tonight.
I've said it numerous times. There's no way you can go through a season or have a season like we did last season, the short turnaround, and come into this level and rely on 14 players. You're going to need to rely on a lot more players than that. I've said to the lads, they'll be disappointed lads throughout the season, but at some point you're going to be required. The players were required today. There was a lot of changes, but there's a lot of changes because we needed fresh legs. We're in a tough period. Regardless of results, there'd have been changes made there anyway, and I've said to them before the game, whether you get 90 minutes today, 45 minutes, 5 minutes, it's got to be the best time on that pitch, or best performance you can do with the time that you're in. And I've got to say everyone did that, whether you start the game, the subs that come on impacted the game. So fair play to the lads. New management teams coming in, said very rarely do you get an opportunity to if you've been out the squad to impress a new management team straight away within a competitive game like that. Normally it's training sessions, which are a lot difficult. They've took that opportunity. I'm pretty sure the two lads up in the stands will have a bit of food for thought.
You mentioned it just there, Graham Lee, Mickey Nelson now in as first team manager and assistant manager. We'll come back to the game, but what was your initial reaction of your two former teammates in at the club?
Pleased for them both. Know them both personally, know them both professionally in terms of the jobs that they've done. Two really, really good lads. Now there's no guarantees of success in any football appointment, but what I do know, them two lads they won't leave it to any chance. They won't leave any stone unturned. They're proud to be here. They know what the club means to the town. So we've got to get behind them. We've got to make this place the fortress it was. Or the club the fortress it was maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. It's been a difficult period, that for obvious reasons, but it's a fresh start now, and I wish them nothing but the success.
Am I right in saying they met the team at pre-match this afternoon, and if so, did they have an opportunity to say anything to the lads before tonight's game?
No, not really. You're half right. Yeah, they were at the pre-match hotel. Didn't address the players or anything, but they were there to shake hands and introduce themselves and say hello, just as individuals, just to break that ice really. Their job will start in the morning, the training session in the morning, planning for the weekend. But we just felt it was important that it's been a long process to recruit, and obviously the lads all know that the new management team's in, so just as quick as you can, just introduce yourselves, break that ice and move forward from there.
You mentioned it before, but what an opportunity for some lads to really show them to what they're made of ahead of Saturday's FA Cup game, and Joe Gray, Will Goodwin, Mark Shelton, Tom Crawford, to name a few, absolutely outstanding tonight. What, I suppose, has changed from what we saw at Port Vale, Swindon, that has made us go out tonight and really have a good go?
You've just named 4 or 5 lads there. You probably could have kept on going. I thought defensively we were outstanding, blocked when we needed to block. I thought 3 lads in midfield were excellent, covered acres of the pitch, pressed when they could, were busy in the shape, and obviously the 2 lads were an outlet. So to a man, they were different class. Your question is probably the first goal. That's as much as you can put it down to, the confidence of that first goal. If I think of the games that we've won in the short period, the Everton 21s, obviously Wickham away, this game here, we get the first goal and we seem to be a different team. Now that's a $1 million question on how you get the team to keep on retaining that belief and performing like they did, regardless of who gets the first goal, because we've conceded the first goal and looked a shadow of ourselves. Now that needs to change, and hopefully the lads can change that. But the players have got to take responsibility for that as well. I keep saying it. Players make decisions, and when they perform like that and they make the majority of the correct decisions, we can be a decent side.
I just wanted to mention Will Goodwin as well, who's obviously had a little bit of frustrating loan spell here, but you brought him back in. You came in from the bench at Port Vale, and you've put him in here tonight. You mentioned he's played a little bit for Stoke 23s as well, and he's worked, he's hustled up there with Joe Gray, and the ball's felt him, and he's poked it home and got his goal. So you must be really pleased for him, especially in front of the new gaffers.
Yeah, I'm pleased for the lads who come in today. Yes, certain players will get plaudits, whether it's goals, whether Shelts gets the first goal, Will getting the third goal there. But I've said to the lads before where they've got a. I've been there as a player when you're not playing, and it's all well and good. And this is not singling out any player, because we all do it. It's all well and good saying you deserve a chance, we should be playing and things like that. You've got to prove it. You've got to put it on the pitch. Now, performance like that will get them more minutes. That's the proof's in the pudding there. We can all say we deserve this, but when it comes to the game time, you've got to take your chance. And like I say, the 11 starters today, in my opinion, took their chance.
You've obviously had conversations with the two new gaffers. What have you said to them that they need to do, I suppose, in the short term to come in and really be a success at this football club?
Yeah, I know them. Like I say, I know them personally. I've known them a lot of years. Used to share a car school with Graham Lee when he was here as a player, and Mick Nelson has been a friend for years. Obviously played with him here and kept in touch throughout his time away from the football club as well. All I've said is I've answered their questions on the queries. They're two diligent lads. They'll have done the homework. They don't need me to babysit them, if you like. They've gone through a recruitment process and earned the chance to take this football club forward. If they want my opinion, I'm there to give it, but I'm also conscious that there's two new sets of eyes in terms of the players, that I don't want to influence them too much in terms of putting too much information at their head. They need to see the players for themselves, because they might have a different idea, and I think that's only fair to the players as well. If I'm a player and I haven't been playing under a certain manager and that manager's retained, you want a fair crack at the whip, and that's what these players will get, because I know them two lads will give them that.
They've obviously mentioned in their interviews that you'll still be involved in the first team coaching role, but saw at the end there when you went over to the Pools fans a big round of applause, and the same was reciprocated. What does this mean for you now, and Tony Sweeney, in the involvement in this Pools side?
I suppose that all that'll come out in the next few days. I wasn't lying when I said I hadn't had a chance to think about my future. It's been hectic. It's been a really, really tough period in terms of games. What's happened at the football club, we've been light staffed, so yeah, all that'll come. What I have got to say is that we've lost a few games here, and momentum sort of stalled a little bit, but it hasn't stalled the support from that I've received as interim manager. So I suppose it's worth saying on camera that that's much appreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed, and to come in the numbers like they did tonight, and in the numbers like they did in Wickham and things like that, we're really appreciative of that, and me personally as well. They've been good to me over the years, and hopefully long may that continue.
Just finally, how much momentum and positivity does this give us going into Saturday's FA Cup tie at Lincoln?
Another tough test, maybe completely different. Probably both sides will be different to what they Lincoln put out last night, and will possibly make changes. That'll be down to the two lads, but you've got to take what you can in terms of confidence and stuff when it arrives, because your confidence can quickly go when results go against you. So there'll be players in there that think they've done themselves justice, and there'll be players that didn't play tonight that might be thinking, I've got to be on my toes here. If I do get the opportunity to play against Lincoln, I've got to be at the same level as the lads played tonight to retain my place. Just quickly,
as I said, that was your final game as interim manager, I suppose, despite some of the results and the successes as well. How have you found it?
Tough. Feel much better tonight than I have done over the previous 3 or 4 weeks, but I think it's always easy to reflect when you have a little bit of downtime. So the workload will be eased a little bit, because obviously we've got two new sets of hands. So I'll reflect on how it's gone. Made mistakes quite clearly. Got things right, and probably didn't get the rewards that we probably deserved at times as well. But yeah, all in all, we've advanced through 2 cup competitions. League, pretty disappointed with, but played against 3 or 4 really good sides, and possibly on another day could have got a couple of results, but that's football.
Swains, congratulations. Thank you.